Like the water is literally filled over people's cars. The trash dumpster is floating.
Waking up to rippling floodwaters and then losing most everything you've worked to earn. Tonight, after repeat floodings and now condemnings, News 4 is asking why in the world are people still being allowed to live in such a threatening zone? Good evening, I'm Samantha Jones.
And I'm Corey Stark. The problems came onto our radar after a local couple turned to News 4 for help. Flooded out, they're fighting for compensation. Insurance is turning them down, claiming they're in a floodplain, but they say that's news to them. The problem area is where the Hafner Court apartments sit. They're not far from the River de Pear in University City. News 4's Ashley Lincoln is investigating tonight. And Ashley, you found MSD tried to buy out the place because of all the flooding.
That's right, Corey. We did find out that MSD is aware of flood issues in that area because part of that property sits right next to the River de Pear. MSD telling us that a couple of years ago, they tried buying property in that area because they knew something like this was a reoccurring problem.
It was about 2 in the morning. It was dark. The water was coming in the house. I just didn't know what to do.
Alyssa Green and Devin say on August 9th, they woke up to large amounts of water in their Hafner Court apartment in University City.
I honestly think I was having a panic attack.
Parking lots turned into lakes, floating dumpsters.
The trash can is floating on the water. That's how much water it is.
And submerged cars, the result of a flash flood. The complex not commenting on the future of the buildings that are now condemned because of the water damage, but do say they are working with the city to find a solution to the flooding.
This isn't the first time this happened.
The couple says all of their belongings were destroyed other than a TV stand and a kitchen table. They've since moved, but want to warn others as they fight with the leasing company regarding the incident.
We just want the next person to, be aware of what's going on.
News 4 did research, finding this flooding is actually an issue and has been for years. The Metropolitan Sewer District telling us they've tried buying this property back in 2017. MSD says because of historic flooding in this area, they wanted the property to house 2 wastewater tanks. Flooding is such a trouble here. Flood warn signs stand around this complex. Ultimately, University City leaders voted that proposal down for not wanting to force people out of their homes.
It was scary. It was really scary.
But these former Hafner Court residents say it's Mother Nature that can do that and at any time.
We want to do everything we can to, make sure people make the right choice.
And again, we did send the company a list of questions regarding what happens next with these properties that have been condemned. The company is doubling down, telling us that they are working with the city. However, they did not give us an explanation on what could happen if this happens again or if there's a plan in place to try to prevent this from happening. In the meantime, this couple tells us that they are also waiting on their deposit from this situation. The company stating that they do plan to give this couple their refund for their deposit by the end of this week. Reporting live tonight in downtown, Ashley Lincoln, News 4.